Live from the WCTV studios, this is Eyewitness News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
Today marks day 3 in the search for this man. 29-year-old Bruce Maynard Jr. went missing Sunday in the surf of St. George Island after saving his 12-year-old godson from troubled waters. The boy is safe, but there has been no sign of Maynard, affectionately known as BJ.
Our Lenitra Bennett is returning to the island today where recovery efforts are underway now. She's been following the story. Lenitra, what's the scene like today?
Guys, I can see plenty of law enforcement agencies are already out here. I just made it to the beach, but even as I was approaching the island from the bridge, you can see a helicopter up in the sky. So, of course, that is a good sign because they were not able to do that until late yesterday because of the weather conditions. But as I got closer, I could see the helicopter hovering around in certain areas. And then I've noticed at least 2 airplanes out here as well. So it seems like they have a lot going on. I can even see something in the distance out on the water. I believe it could be a boat. I know that on Sunday when Maynard first went missing, they had boats out, so this could be an actual search boat out here as well. And I see some trucks along the beach. So I'll be out here today getting an update on everything that's going on, but it is obvious that they are out here in full force, and it's actually a beautiful day today. So hopefully that helps out because, again, yesterday the weather was not good enough for them to do everything they needed to do as far as being in the air and on the water. So hopefully they will get a lot done today. I know the family is really looking for closure. They say that they just want to make sure that his body or something is recovered. They want some closure. So hopefully they can get that today with this beautiful day outside. I'll keep everyone posted. Back to you guys.
All right, Lenitra, thanks for that. Hopefully some closure for that family indeed. And she will be, of course, be updating the very latest as it becomes available. You
can always follow this story, of course, on our website and on Facebook as well. Well, in other news, Valdosta police looking into 2 weekend stabbings happening early Sunday at the Azalea Woods Apartments on West Mary Street. Officers found one victim in the parking lot, the other in an apartment. They are in stable condition at last word. Police have not made any arrests or named any suspects.
New in the race for Florida governor, former Democratic Congresswoman Gwen Graham announcing her run this morning in Miami Gardens.
I think about Florida in terms of love. Love for Florida's people, love for Florida's beauty, love for Florida's unique way of life.
Graham hoping to win the seat her father held for 2 terms, but claims she is running on her own merits. She served 1 term in Congress and before that worked as a Leon County school system administrator. Now, other contenders for governor include Florida Ag Commissioner Adam Putnam, who just filed yesterday, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum, and Orlando businessman Chris King.
Well, a shakeup on the campus of Florida A&M University. Deans of 3 of FAMU's top programs now replaced. Effective immediately, Ann Weed Kimbrough of the School of Journalism and Graphic Communications, Michael Thompson of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, and Tracky Taylor of the College of Education. All of those 3 out. Filling in as interims right now, Lady Jana Ziegler for the Journalism School, Seth Abler-Pepe for the Pharmacy Department, and also Patricia Green Powell for Education.
Congress goes to work this morning with no health care vote in the House. President Donald Trump says the newest Obamacare replacement bill will protect patients with pre-existing conditions. But an unofficial CBS News poll finds the latest plan would likely fall short of votes needed to pass.
Probably a few more no votes than 21 at the moment. I don't know what the exact number is. I've heard numbers saying it's within 2 or 3 votes and as many as 10. So I would suspect it's probably closer to 10 than 2 or 3.
Vice President Mike Pence is spending Tuesday on Capitol Hill trying to drum up the vote. A first attempt at passing the repeal bill failed in late March after House Speaker Paul Ryan pulled it from the floor rather than lose an embarrassing roll call vote.
Well, some big changes coming this year's tax cut package in Florida. It's significantly smaller than the one sought by Governor Rick Scott. In it, a 10-day back-to-school sales tax holiday seems to be included. Veterans will also be able to shop tax-free on Veterans Day each year. There's also sales tax exemptions on feminine products and diapers. Senate Republicans are supporting the exemptions, but Democrats are showing disdain. The package goes before the full Senate today.
Another violent incident happening overnight on airlines. This is video from Twitter showing a fight between two passengers. The All Nippon Airways flight was bound for the U.S. from Japan. A passenger filmed the showdown, saying the two men started throwing punches after an unknown incident. One of the passengers was pulled from the flight. Viral video like this one raising questions on how passengers are really treated and forcing airlines to make some changes. Airline executives being urged to buckle up today as they are on the hot seat in front of Congress. Chris Van Cleve reports.
I'd like to again apologize to Dr. Dow, to his family, to every person on that flight.
United CEO Oscar Munoz is one of 5 airline executives summoned to Capitol Hill Tuesday to explain his company's treatment of its passengers. Weeks after Dr. David Dow was forcibly removed from his United flight by Chicago aviation security officers, Dow reached a settlement with United.
Oh my God!
But negative perception of the airline increased by 500% after that April 9th incident. 42% said United has a bad or very bad reputation.
I was disturbed beyond belief by the video.
Democratic New Jersey Senators Bob Menendez and Cory Booker have a bill called the Tickets Act, one of several proposals drafted by lawmakers to review airline overselling practices and flyer rights.
When you buy a plane ticket, you do not surrender your entitlement to common decency.
An American Airlines executive is also in the hot seat after this video of a flight attendant losing it with a passenger went viral.
There's no risk of losing their clients. If someone gets frustrated, it's not like they can go pick another provider.
Eric Hansen with the U.S. Travel Association says customers are often held captive by 1 or 2 airlines. 4 carriers control about 70% of all flight capacity in the U.S., and the Travel Association says 74 U.S. airports are serviced by only 1 airline.
The airline sometimes feels if they don't need to provide customer service because travelers don't have a choice.
Airline performance did improve last year and complaints dropped. Customer satisfaction also rose, but still hovers around about a C grade. The trade association that represents the nation's biggest carriers says actions are being taken to deliver a better customer experience for the 2.2 million customers that fly. It also insists competition is alive and well in the airline industry. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
All right, well, check this out. A new craze is popping up on social media. You might have heard of this. Teens jumping into aquariums like this one. But unfortunately, a teen from Colorado could be facing charges for his jump.
Yeah, the young boy jumped into the tank at Bass Pro Shop and ended up with a cracked skull. There's currently no update on his condition, though. Bass Pro also brought in an animal care team to assess the health of the fishes in the tank. The store says it wants to prosecute the teen to the fullest extent of the law.
All right.
Can't believe he did that. Well, one of the nation's largest poultry producers, Tyson Foods, says chicken will be antibiotic-free by the end of the year. Tyson joins a growing number of producers and fast food chains that have already eliminated antibiotics as consumers demand more natural food.
All right, McDonald's rolling out a new utensil you didn't know you needed, designed for eating French fries. It's called the fork. Fork. Okay, it comes with an opening to insert your fries. McDonald's created a spoof infomercial to promote the fork and will give away 100,000 of them to people who buy their new line of signature crafted burgers or chicken sandwiches. The fork. Very difficult to say.
You know, I was kind of saying in my head while you were talking about the story that maybe this is an April Fool's joke, but I mean, we're not in April anymore, so.
No, we're not, but it is, I guess, sort of a joke anyway, but it's kind of interesting.
How many people you think are going to get it?
How many people? About 100,000, I'll bet. How many of those will use it?